Hey, Dr. Chris Jones here, and welcome to A Scene to Lead Short. These episodes are designed to give you a little boost, something to reflect on, and some tools to help you increase your ability to effectively support, engage, and empower not just yourself, but those around you through intentional practices so that you create an environment where everyone, but especially you, reaches their greatest level of success. Let's get to getting better.
It's warm out, then it's cold. It's nice, then it's not. And what we realize at this time of the year with these things happening, the changes in weather, is that we become physically not well. We're not healthy physically. And it's whether it's a stuffy nose, whether it's a cough, whether it's just waiting for more sun during the course of the day, we tend to struggle through the day sometimes. And physically, we just feel more tired because of these things dragging us down. Now, what about the other side of healthy? What about mentally healthy? Dr. Jones here. And this video, I want to talk to you about the idea of mentally healthy and physically healthy and how they're really intertwined, because let's face it, in life, there are times where things are not good and things are good. There are also times where we're doing okay and maybe we're not. We face struggles. Maybe it's easy. But you see what I'm saying? Now, normally weather-wise, that takes a toll on us physically. Well, in our lives as we go about, that takes a toll on us mentally when it happens. So we have to make sure that we're not just focusing on our physical health with all the medicines and the doctor's appointments and things like that, because if we're not mentally healthy, all of that's not going to matter. We're not only going to become physically ill, but we're going to struggle to become physically well, because mentally we need to be healthy if we want the rest of our body to work right. So that's easier said than done, right? Sometimes we let things get us down. We get in our own heads. We talk things through. We have emotions that run wild on us. And before we know it, we're not in a good place. So how do we handle that? I just want to give you a couple quick ways to do that. And then I'm going to challenge you to try these next time you're on that roller coaster of life that sometimes gets us down. Number one, I want you to try and reflect or meditate. Now that comes in two ways. See, when you're meditating, you can reflect, but also the reflection piece, try journaling. That's a really good way to reflect, get your thoughts on paper. Now, the reason I ask that you do this is because when you get your thoughts on paper, revisit them after, and you can objectively look at why you're feeling the way you're feeling or what's going on in your life and maybe have some better thoughts about it. Not so much on the emotional side, but more on the rational side or the logical side. When you're meditating, and I don't mean the 20 minutes with your legs crossed and making a sound or anything like that. Some people do that. That's good for them. 5 minutes, clear your mind. Think positive thoughts. Think about what you have good in your life, that gratitude piece, and that will help. The second thing I want you to try is talk to a friend. That's right, talk to a friend. Now, I don't mean a friend that's just going to sit there and tell you how bad life is or jump right down in that pit of despair with you. What I'm talking about is somebody that will listen to you, somebody that will empathize with you. In other words, one of those friends that are really close, one of those family members that you know love you unconditionally. Talk to them about where you're at, what you're thinking. Tell them the whole story. Honesty is key. And then listen to their feedback as they tell you that maybe what you're thinking is bad is not so bad. Maybe those doubts you have aren't necessarily doubts, but they're from something else that you can then unwind instead of just swimming in that ocean of, I can't handle this. So those are the two things. Reflect, use some type of meditation, a journal, and find somebody you can talk to. Now, here's the whole thing. See, we're all part of a community. I want you to flip those two things around and be that person for somebody else. Be the person somebody can come talk to. Be the person that is somebody or something that someone's grateful for in their life, because the community that we live in is based on how much we put in, whether it's positive or negative, to that community. We all want to be surrounded by good. We all want to be surrounded by happy and grateful things. But we need to realize that we have to be part of that to actualize it. All right, so go out, make sure you're mentally healthy, because if you get mentally healthy, you'd be amazed that you become more physically healthy. And don't forget to be physically healthy as well. That's important, and it does help your mental health. So that's it for now. Thanks for taking the time. I always appreciate it, and I'm grateful for you. Remember, as always, be purposeful, act with integrity, and continue to build your character. Have a great day.
Like I said, be purposeful. So be sure to take action on something you heard here today. Again, thanks for listening to the Seem to Lead podcast. Connect with me at drchrissj@gmail.com or catch me on all the socials by visiting my link tree, Dr. C.S. Jones. That's linktr.ee/drcs Jones. Now, go have a successful week.